She didn't cheat because you weren't good enough. She cheated because you stopped being the man who made her question whether she could replace you. And that's your fault. If that stung, good, stay here. I'm going to show you exactly where you lost her and what you should have done before you begged for a loyalty that should have been automatic in the first place. No one teaches us this stuff, so I'm not blaming you. But it is your responsibility to figure this out so that this never happens to you again. So you were the man with options. She chased you, she respected your time, but she felt the tension, the desire, and most important, the polarity. This is one of the biggest things that kills any relationship. The moment that relationship no longer has polarity, it gets boring. And I'm not saying you should argue for no reason, like some of these idiots will tell you. No. I'm saying you should have a backbone. She should know that there's something about you that she may not disagree with, but she has to accept, because that's what makes her understand that you're not someone that just backs down easily. I'm not saying you should chase arguments left, right, and center, but you should definitely have some sort of ideology that you don't necessarily agree with that she has, or whatever the case is, because you're someone that doesn't bend for everybody, right? So your point is to make her feel special and not someone that you just agree with for the sake of agreeing. So here's what happened. You became predictable, you became soft, you became approval seeking. Oh, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? Oh, where should we go? I don't know, you tell me. I'll take you wherever you want to go. And she stopped feeling anything but obligation to answer those questions. And obligation is never stronger than temptation. I need you to understand that. You see, she didn't cheat because she's broken. She cheated because you made it easy for her to do so. The moment you stop being the man that she not only can respect, because I'm not saying you should be someone that, oh, listen, I do what I want. No, but you should have an integrated ideology about yourself. You see, they told us to be good partners. They told us to be good men. Now, being good is an action. Understanding your identity, becoming good, is an action that needs to be taken. So that, in other words, I want you to understand something. In order for you to become good, you need to have a baseline. And that baseline a lot of times is where guys miss the part. And the part is the part where you had to transfer into being good because you were bad. And when women say be good, they're not just saying, oh, we will be happy with someone that's just good. No, they want the transfer. And the transfer comes, so when they're saying be good, it comes from someone that has a baseline of being bad. So that's what they acknowledge. So I need you to understand that at one point, however, that still doesn't work either. So you need to understand how to integrate the both so that you can be present and fully integrated as yourself. I'm not saying you should be alpha, I'm not saying you should be beta, but I'm saying you should be integrated. And the integration is what we're going to be discussing later on. So here's the part that no one will say because it doesn't sell well. Women are not loyal to comfort. They're loyal to strength, to clarity, to the man that leads himself so powerfully that she feels like betraying him will cost her more than she's willing to pay. That's what keeps them loyal. I need you to understand that. The moment she can sense, and I'm not talking about, oh, you're such a high status guy. No one's talking about status here. I'm talking about your integrated self. The fact that she knows that this guy, regardless of what anyone thinks of him, regardless of what anyone sees, there's some guys that without their money are simply futile. They don't have the capacity to stand up to anyone. They're just miserable people, right? And of course, nurturing is very important as well. You need to be someone that can satisfy her sexually. So you stop being that man. That's the truth. You were that man when you were single. You were that man when you were dating around because you knew your worth. But when you started giving out what wasn't earned, when you started trying to secure love through just peacekeeping and making sure that things that were great, you taught her that you were replaceable. The reason why you made it easy for her is because you gave her too much without requiring anything back. You see, anything free loses value fast. So she naturally, and human beings will too, stop losing value. She naturally, and any human being, will stop valuing things that cost nothing to take. Why would they value it? It doesn't come with any sort of cost or whatever restriction. You avoided hard conversations to keep the peace. I don't even think you need to explain this one, but you taught that you would be mature, but all you showed us is that you're scared of tension. You'd rather beat around the bush or figure out a way to tiptoe yourself through things rather than confront and say, this is what I believe. And she stopped trusting you to lead. It became your world. I hear that so many times. Oh no, she's my word. She's everything for me. Blah, blah, blah. She's my everything. You see, she doesn't want to be your world. She wants to be part of it. And the reason why I say this is because when you make her your purpose, when you make her your mission, and I'm saying this from experience, you're giving them the amount of energy your mission should have had, and they just don't need that much energy. Like, when you look at healthy relationships, they honestly have a balance between their identity and what they bring in the relationship. Your mission, however, requires sometimes for you to sacrifice everything and lay it all out on the table. And I'm not saying you shouldn't value your partner, take care of your partner, be there for your partner, but I am saying that your mission should include them and not be them. Because the moment you make them their mission, I'll tell you what happens. You're basically saying to them that I know that you may not prioritize me, but I'm going to prioritize you. And that don't end too well. So here's what I want you to do, for you to rebuild the path that is going to get you where you should be. And although I teach this to my clients, I want to share this with you here. All right? So stop proving, start leading. The man who needs to prove is already behind. And what I mean by that is, the moment I say to you, I need to prove why I'm a leader. The moment you need to say, hey, listen, you got to listen to me, I'm the leader. You need to, any sort of reinforcement that comes out your mouth reduces the power your leadership carries. Why? Because you're trying to overcompensate your role that should be an aura. Hey, just in case you didn't notice, I am a leader. Why would you need to say that if she knew that? It's not something that you say to people, it's something that people recognize. Number 2, stop grieving free value, require investment. And I say that the reason I'm saying require investment, either emotional, mental, or spiritual, is because the moment there's an exchange, that exchange will represent a fair given ability to say, okay, cool, I can respect what this guy's done for me. Right? Exchange creates respect. The moment you take away exchange, take away respect. Rebuild the frame. You come first. She fits in your mission, or she's out. It's as simple as that. As much as I love my wife, one of the main reasons why we got together is because I asked her a very simple question. Are we going in the same direction? And the answer was yeah. And that was intentional. Became girlfriend, became my fiance, became my wife. Within a year. Intention to me is everything. When you find someone that fits your mission and you're passionate about your mission, that woman becomes an unstoppable member of your team. But the key word is she's a member of your team. She is not the team. She is not the mission. Because the mission is a journey. It's something that keeps going. If you turn that into a human being, what happens when the human being isn't satisfied? What, do you turn things around and start mending things and whatever the case is? So she's part of your mission. So your mission must be something you're pouring into daily, but you need to balance it by making sure that your team is looked after. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally. The man she stays loyal to is the one who doesn't need her loyalty to feel whole. I've seen so many relationships where guys, I was listening to something earlier. A guy convinced himself that he had to make sure that he knew that she was loyal, and to feel reassured. He wants reassurance. The man that she stays loyal to is the one who doesn't need her loyalty to feel whole. I don't check my wife's phone. And I'm saying this in a nice possible way. I'm saying that if you need to check someone's phone to feel like a man, nah, you're not a man. You need reassurance. Oh, please, I need to check your phone to see if you're loyal. You're not loyal. The moment that validation comes out externally, you've lost. Everything you need is inside of you. And that's what I teach everyone I work with. So in my coaching program, I teach you how to rebuild the confidence to step into your relationship with assertiveness, kindness, but boundaries. So that when you're having conversation with your partner, she no longer sees your partner, she sees someone that she not only respects, but someone that she wants to sleep with. Someone that she's attracted to physically, mentally, spiritually, because you're not just in this space, you're actually leading with clarity, with confidence, with concisiveness. You're precise. Listen, you can cry about betrayal, and you have every right to. Or you can become the man no one dares to betray. If you're done playing the game that you've already lost, drop me a message and let me see how I can help you. I need you to understand something. The reason why this is happening, is going to carry on happening, is because you haven't accepted your full self yet. Once that happens, then things are going to start to shift. You need to be able to protect yourself, and you also need to be able to be kind. I really hope this helps you, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.